We're talking about organics and conventional types of growing of crops, and indeed it's a very important thing. Chemicals are part of our life. We're made up of chemicals ourselves, and chemicals are going to be around forever. And John Palumbo is a entomologist with the University of Arizona Agricultural Center here in the Yuma Valley. And Dr. Palumbo, first of all, chemicals are a makeup of everything in life.
You bet. Everything's, at least organisms, biological organisms are organically based chemicals, and thus we have to work around that.
Is there certain levels of chemicals that are of concern?
Well, I'm not sure I know exactly what you mean by that, but certain toxins that are in our environment are always concerned by a lot of people, and some of those are chemically based.
Well, we're talking about the plants that are growing and the insects that attack them. We've been using conventional methods of chemicals to attack these pests, and now they're talking about organic, natural type chemicals to be used.
Yeah, there's been a big push the last few years, particularly for the biopesticides, the botanical-based or the biological-based pesticides that are going to be used for organic production. But the bottom line is they're still chemically based, and they're still sprayed on, much like our conventional products are.
Now, the chemical conventional style is doing a better job of it over all in all.
Yeah, at least in our comparisons here at the experiment station, we've been comparing the neem-based products, the biological-based such as limonene and capsaicin, or the hot pepper waxes and the soaps and the oils, and we compare those using them just like we use our conventional products. When we compare them for activity against thrips and aphids, they provide at best maybe 50% of the level of control.
Now, right now, this time of the year, it's a little bit cooler. Insect activity is a little bit slower, but they're still out there.
Yeah, they're always out there, at least in the desert Southwest where we do have moderate temperatures. They're not as active. They're not flying around a lot and feeding or reproducing a lot, but they're still active and they're still there.
Now, some of these things that you're using come from a tree, for example, the neem tree.
That's right. Neem, or azadirachtin, which is the active ingredient, it's actually derived from the tree. And then products such as Trilogy, which is an oil, they actually take the oil from the neem seed and use that as a fungicide and an insecticide.
Now, if you take the peels off your citrus and you wring them out, and they'll have some little drops of oil, and that also.
Right. Limonene, which is an insecticide, has insecticidal properties. We're looking at that, as well as sulfur, elemental sulfur, which you find in the soil, as well as some of the hot pepper or capsaicin, which comes from peppers, the hot properties of peppers. We're actually looking at that as an insecticide.
But anyway you go, even plants themselves, to protect themselves, will develop their own insecticides within the plant.
Oh, absolutely. Most plants have co-evolved along with their pests, insects, diseases, etc., and have developed natural plant defenses, and those are basically chemically based as well.
All in all of these things can work and they can be safe.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Dr. John Palumbo, entomologist, University of Arizona Agricultural Center, and I'm George Gatley, NBC News Channel 11.